Stadium for the second Old Firm confrontation of this season. Highlights coming up in a moment, but we'll also be giving you tonight in our Goal of the Month competition a chance to win a unique sports scene football strip, a set going to the youth club team of your choice. That's later, as are the highlights from Cardiff, this afternoon's international between Wales and New Zealand. But we start here at Ibrox with the Rangers-Celtic meeting. I suppose the Celtic fans might just be coming here with a little trepidation. There are, due to the enormous demand for tickets, only 7,500 here. I don't see much trepidation at the moment, mind you. And of course, they'll be remembering that in their 2 visits last season, they conceded 9 goals and, of course, 4 points. But what is it they say? You can never predict the outcome of an Old Firm match. Let's see as we join commentator Archie McPherson.
Well, even though he's been with Rangers for 3 months now, Maurice Johnson must, I think, face enormous pressure today for reasons that I think are very, very obvious indeed. And there is the Rangers side. Woods is in goal. And, of course, John Brown has come in for Richard Gough. And Mark Walters is back at number 11. And the 2 subs are Dodds and Nisbet. Well, there's only one man making his debut today in an Old Firm game, and it's Paul Elliott, and he'll know all about it. That is a full Celtic team. It's an interesting one there with Tommy Burns back in contention again in that place, and maybe wanting a long run with Celtic now in that position, that full back position. And their subs today are Grant and Walker. Well, the referee today, John Smith from Edinburgh, and what a big day for young Jamie Gillespie. He's only 5, he's from Glen Mavis, and he'll never forget this afternoon. George Smith about to start the game. There are 2 Belgian commentators just down the platform from me, and one of them, in English I hasten to add, said to me, you know, this atmosphere is stunning me, and that's before a ball's kicked. Well, he ain't seen nothing yet. It goes almost without saying, although I will say this is a game of enormous importance for both clubs. Tommy Burns in the thick of it already, with great experience of having played in that position for Celtic. Veteran of these Old Firm games, and I don't think the pressure will get through to him all right. There is Burns, straight to Wilkins, trying out Walters. Morris with him. Walters for Rangers, and Tulia Bonner. Mark Walters has made a miraculous recovery. Coming out of the Skull Cup final, people thought that he might have a very serious injury, and an exploratory operation of his knee has shown he's all right. Bad one now, Johnston. Roy Aitken is just on him. It was Stephen to Wilkin to Ferguson. There's Wilkins. Larry Stevens. Played out very casually indeed. Monroe again, out of possession. Wilkins screaming for that. That's a bad ball by Monroe. Nicely outside, but picked up by Ferguson. That should be Bonner's ball. And here's Johnston with a great chance. It's out and it's pass. Oh. How did they miss that? Well, the chance of the match so far. Look at this, Bonner in 2 minds. Johnson coming forward, very close to the line, trying to touch it back there. And I think Johnson was appealing for hands, but it was really a mischance. Free kick now. Oh, there's a bit of niggle now. Roy Aitken and Ali McCoy mixing it. And I think Ray Wilkins is going to be booked for chasing after the ball and shooting a goal after the whistle. What an explanation to Roy Aitken. I think he's suggesting maybe that he is the boss. Butcher with his right foot, no less. Up and under. Aiken. John Brown. It's like ping pong at the moment. Wilkins. On Monroe. On to McCoist. Here's a chance. Brilliantly saved. And again, Rangers spawning great opportunities. They may live to regret that. Beautiful ball through there. Superbly turned. Went beyond Stevens and Bonner. An excellent save. Bonner looking very good and confident. 7,500 Celtic supporters, all in that end of the ground. Goes to Elliott. Just got that away. Monroe. 15 minutes gone, still no scoring, and it's been Rangers' game so far. Wrestling going on there, Paul McStay. Stephen going in to Walters. Done by McCoist, just beyond. I think that might have been White getting the touch away from Johnson, but he did enjoy that cross. McCoy's playing superbly at the moment, and yes, White did get the contact. Great piece of defending. Here's Aiken. Straight to Morris. Picked up well. Butcher. Galloway. Right off the side of his foot. He was telling him just to cool down, calm down a little. Atmosphere is very turbulent, as you know. Here's Monroe. Towards McCoist. To Walters. There's Johnston. Wilkins. Walters. Wilkins switching the play well. That's a touch across, and there's nobody there for Rangers coming in from the far side. Ferguson too far behind the play. Half an hour gone, there's a scoreline, there's the Rangers support. They've seen their team an almost incessant attack for those 30 minutes with nothing to show for it. Touch there by Johnston. By Walters. Better tackle that time by Morris, keeping his eye on the ball. Oh, superb play by Walters. Bit unfortunate, and is he getting another chance at it? No, corner kick. We've had some rare skills of Walters in this game. Trevor Stephen has come up to take this. Celtic just putting it anywhere at the moment. Wilkins. There's McCoist. And nobody there coming up for Rangers. Dragging the ball about well, but lacking support for the Celtic. Oh, Brown panicking. Simply prodded it through the middle. Now Miller. Miller again. There's a shot straight through the Woods, and that is the first real touch of a ball that Woods has had in the game in 33 minutes. Caused by that dreadful ball through the middle by Brown, and Joe Miller's shot eagerly clutched by Woods. And towards Johnson. It's McCoist. Now Walters. Jankowski goes. Also the shuffle by Jankowski. And away by Stevens. Oh. Galloway right into the crowd. Well played out by Wilkins. Walters. To Monroe. And I think the free kick to Rangers, I think Aiken felt he was fouled initially, but there's going to be a booking for Aiken. Is up there, right in the middle. A lot of pushing and jostling going on. There's Walters. There's Brown, straight to Bonner. Good header by Brown. Just too direct. There's Buns. Goes to Johnston. That's a corner. I was getting pretty toesy, and we're virtually on the half-time whistle. There's a header over, and Celtic still survive. We're about a minute into stoppage time in the first half. And there it goes, the half-time whistle. Just as we were looking at the crowd there, off the come, and this game can be summed up this way in a sentence: Rangers attacking, Celtic defending. That's been the clear-cut pattern. Indeed, Celtic very fortunate to be coming off with that scoreline at the moment. There's been intense pressure. Great goalkeeping by Bonner, although some very slack Rangers finishing. Rangers midfield, where Wilkins has been outstanding. Faded away on the right side, but I thought quite brilliant today, no question at all about it, is Mark Walters. And I think Rangers should be, at this stage, worried with the fact that their superiority has brought absolutely nothing for them. Celtic starting the second half, and there have been so much out of this game that we can think back to patterns in the past of either Rangers or Celtic teams well out of it and then storming back. But maybe different in this half. Here's Ferguson. No free kick. Joe Miller. Trevor Stephen. Here's McCoist. Elliott goes with them. I think it's over. And McCoist to Johnston. Ryan said it was out. Throw to Celtic. Coyne was certainly asking for that, but Wilkins just gets a touch. Butcher. Now you see Joe Miller's always round there. Always probing. Well done by Stephen now. Walters to McCoist. Much too hard. I think he might look for Stephen. A lot of the play being initiated by Tommy Burns on the left here. There's Aiken. Remaining cool, but he just got away with that. Butcher. Gives Miller with a chance. A great save, and it just passed good. That was a terrible mistake by Butcher. And Celtic really ought to have punished Rangers there. Now, watch the attempted pass back, and Miller was round them. Butcher tried to pull him. And a good save by Woods, but he didn't know where the ball ended up. And Coyne almost taking the post away. Walters. Offside, Miller again. Miller being left up by Celtic. Just in case of the mistakes, the likes of which we had from Terry Butcher a minute or so ago. Coyne. Now Walters. Goes for a penalty. The referee just turns away. Now then, Roy Aiken trying to make some sort of comment to Walters. Wallace with a little jig movement of Walters, so familiar, takes so many defenders on. And the referee said no penalty kick. Here's McCoist, and just brushed away. Trevor Stephen. Celtic players didn't like the way he challenged for the ball. Straight out by Aiken. Just got rid of that. Boris Johnson in a great position. Bonner does exceptionally well. Good run by Johnson, though. This was Johnson picking up. Look how well Bonner did there. Johnson so desperate to get the ball, he really lost sight of it. There's Burns. free kick for that, and Wilkins walks away. Well, Jakonowski taking a long while to recover from that. Bunce to take this. Here's Ferguson. That's a free kick. It acknowledges that. Augusta Stevens to Ferguson. Ferguson got that done well. A little bit of a mix-up there, though. Now Walters takes his eye off it. Ferguson to Christ. Trevor Stephen. Won it in a good position again. There might even have been a slight deflection there. And I think we're going to have a substitution with Andy Walker about to come on. And Jankowski going off. Taken with him. And Wilkins becomes slightly careless. McStay, there's the chase. Good tackle by Brown, though. Referee said that was a free kick. And the booking. Well. So with exactly 10 minutes remaining, Celtic with his free kick. Straight to Woods. I think he was trying to curl it round because Elliott was running in from the right. Butcher. Stephen just kept that in. Monroe. Great save by Bonner. Off Johnston. Superb play. Monroe throwing that high. And Johnson coming in trying to get it to the near post. The Celtic players are saying that was in the box. It's a free kick nevertheless. And I think a booking for Monroe. And away it goes. Good effort by Celtic, but the flag is up and there's offside. The danger averted for Rangers. To Walters. Here's Johnston. Stevens. Johnston. And he scored! A typical Mo Johnston goal. Only 2 minutes remaining. And the Rangers players are going way off the pitch. Johnson took this up so coolly. He laid it off. There was Gary Stevens, and it came to him. He picked it up there, and then, as he's done so often in his career, swept it away. Johnson booked, but nevertheless triumphant. Beautiful ball by Wilkins, but the referee's whistle has gone. Rangers supporters jubilant, I think, for not just that goal, but who scored it. There's little doubt that this man has come through a tremendous trial and test. Referee getting his eye on his watch. And there it goes, the final whistle. Rangers, through Maurice Johnson, complete a notable victory, and a very deserved one too. They should have had the game won in the first half with the pressure and the chances they missed. It took them inordinately long to confirm their superiority, but they did it in a manner that I think many Rangers players and supporters would say was perhaps the best way for them. Maurice Johnson getting it. And off they go. These are two vital points for Rangers.
Graham, how would you rate that Old Firm game with the others you've managed?
Well, this is the fourth season now, actually. In the 4 seasons, without a shadow of a doubt, we dominated that more than we've dominated any other game against Celtic. Even last year when we won 4-1 and 5-1, we didn't dominate like we did today.
But I suppose in an Old Firm game, or indeed in any game at all, if you've dominated it so much as you did in the first half and still hadn't scored, any worries there?
Of course, because you think, oh, it's not our day today. We're having so many opportunities, we're playing so well, and having nothing to show for it after 45 minutes, you do become worried. And you say to them at half-time, you've got to keep it going because you get nothing for that. And to their credit, they lost it a wee bit for 10 minutes start of the second half and then got it back. Then I've got nothing but praise for them tonight.
Oh well, the Gaffer emphasised that we were playing very well. Things were going against us in the second half, but in the first half I thought we were getting wide, getting good balls in. We weren't taking the chances, but I think in the second half near the end we dominated the whole match.
Let me talk about two things with you. First of all, before you scored your goal, there was a chance came to you, it crossed by Stuart Monroe, I think it was, and it floated in towards you. I wonder if you were in two minds as to how to take that header.
No, I only had one really good chance. It was just to head it, and I was looking for the top corner, but I never got enough strength in it. It was a great ball.
You seemed to put it to the side.
Yeah, a few of the lads were saying I could maybe have chested it down. But having said that, I got another chance near the end, but it's buried.
Now, about that chance, can you think back to it again about how you just took it?
Well, I don't know where the ball came from, but I think it was Chris Morris who played the ball to me. It was a bad clearance from him. I just controlled it and I just hit it. All of a sudden, it's in the back of the net, and I was, how can I react to him? You seen the way the fans were. I was just totally over the moon.
Yeah, you seem to be running towards him, didn't you?
It was tremendous, to be honest with you. We haven't, because of the Celtic game at Parkhead, I missed a few chances. I was looking to show that I can score against them, and I proved it today.
People like Mark, wingers who are in and out of a game, people would question his temperament for the bigger games. Every big game he's played. The cup final, people forget he came off in the cup final because his knee was playing up, and he played a really good game in the cup final. Today, another big game. He was outstanding today. He showed lots of character today to come back, and his fitness wasn't the same as the rest of them. He bounced back today and was absolutely brilliant at times. I mean, it was magical at times in the first half. But it'd be wrong for me to say Mark Walters, you know, I think today we won because the team performed.
And Ray Wilkins played well. What's his future?
We desperately want Ray Wilkins to stay here. Ray Wilkins is in a dilemma. He's been away from London for something like 12 years. He likes it up here, likes it very much up here. His wife likes it up here. he says he couldn't be with a bigger or better club. He loves the football instead of it, but there is a tie back home in London.
Graham, I wonder if you took really special satisfaction out of not just the way the goal came, but obviously who scored it.
There was obviously an enormous risk when we signed him, Archie. I think today all the questions were answered the way our public responded to him.
And a typical Maurice Johnson goal.
It's a great goal, isn't it?
Happy faces around Ibrox, and as always.